And welcome back, folks. Thank you all for watching the Little Wayne reaction video. And I want to do some more depositions. This one I'm going to make as a separate video of several depositions that went viral in their own right. And we're going to break them down together, starting with, I think, one of the most notorious depositions for actually getting physical and violent in the middle of the deposition. Now, this is definitely a rare feat, definitely not something that you normally see. If you all remember, this one was in Texas, of course. It had to be, right? I mean, this one just speaks for itself. Take a look.
Go off the record.
Did you talk to this man sitting next to you before this deposition started?
Yesterday, but he had nothing to do.
I didn't ask you that. Did you
I
talk
said
to
it,
him?
though, didn't I?
Did you talk to him, sir? What'd you say?
Look at the way that this just took a turn. There was a question in there, right? And he gave an answer. He tried to qualify his answer, the witness. The lawyer cuts in and says, you don't get to qualify your answer. I just asked you a question. I'm going to keep infringing on you. And this guy gets a little heated, right? I mean, look at his body position. I mean, this guy is in a, come on, let's fucking go type body posture. Any body language analyst will take a look at this and immediately go, if I've never seen a hostile witness, this is it. If I had ever seen a hostile witness, this is it. And I don't mean hostile in the sense of adversarial, like Amber Heard type. This is one that is about to whoop your ass.
I said nothing. I said, you have a case of incipient verbal diarrhea.
Oh, sir, we're going to see about that.
Well, good.
Did you talk to him yesterday?
Yes.
How long?
About 3 hours.
And notice again, like, why are the questions so in your face? Did you talk to him? Yeah. How long? Like, that's already like inviting trouble. I don't understand this lawyer's demeanor at all. It doesn't make any sense.
Talk about this case?
Yes.
Did you tell him the other companies you consulted for?
No.
You're under oath here.
I did not.
We'll see about it.
When you were
Challenging the witness's
Monsanto, what was
veracity.
your title?
at Monsanto, what do you mean?
In Texas City.
Research chemist.
And was that your title during your entire stay at Texas City?
Texas City, yes.
Don't talk over each other.
After you left Texas City,
Even somebody in the back is like, don't talk over each other. Like, stop talking over each other. I think it was possibly even the court reporter. He's probably like, or she's like, listen, I can't take down all of this. You need to slow the fuck down and stop talking over each other.
Here?
Yeah.
You represent this guy or not?
Who are you?
My name's Tucker, and I represent Ayrshire, and I just want to know, do you represent the guy or not? I'm getting, if you don't represent him, you don't have any right to be making any objection. If you do represent him, tell us so.
Why don't you keep your mouth shut? I'll do what I want.
No, you're not
Hold
going to
it.
do what you want.
Whoa. And now words are being thrown, right? You shut up. I'm going to do what I want. That's when you know trouble is coming.
Oh, wait.
I'll do what I want.
No, you're
No,
not.
you're not.
Yeah, I am.
That's
I'm gonna make
bullshit.
whatever objections I want to make, and I'll make them as loud as I want to make them. And you just shut your mouth, and we'll keep the record straight.
See, the first part, I agree with. I completely agree with. I have every right to make every objection and set the record straight. Slam dunk. Let's keep going. But he just had to throw in that, so you just keep your mouth shut in there.
Don't tell me to shut my mouth, boy.
And we'll keep the record straight.
Don't tell me to shut my mouth, boy.
And of course, he gets the exact response you would expect right back. You don't tell me to shut my mouth, boy.
You may be big, but you want to see how bad you are? Come on.
And I wouldn't try that, Ed.
Inviting for
Are
a
you
fight.
threatening to fight?
Hold on just a second.
And I love how the witness is like, oh, a fight's about to break out. Let me instigate it. Are you all about to fight? Very casual.
Oh, I want to know whose side we're on.
servant role.
Because he's getting ready to come in.
We're going to be outnumbered, Ed.
Hold on just a second.
No, you got a big mouth. Now you do. You need to either represent the man or not. I
I'm
tolerate it.
representing Monsanto, and I'm
But
making
you're
an
not-
objection on the record.
Then you're not entitled to be his lawyer then, Okay?
I'm representing the man.
Well, you're
Make
trying
an
to be.
objection on the
And
record.
another thing,
Don't tell
you
me what
don't-
I'm trying to do.
yeah, I'm going to tell you something else. You don't run this deposition. You
Neither
understand?
do you, Joe.
You watch and see. You watch and see who does, big boy.
I'm telling
God, only in Texas. I swear to God, you just watch and see, big boy. Like they got the accent, the attitude, the shut your mouth, the boy, right down to the fucking T. Right down, or should I say, right down to the boy of the boy. It's not like boy. Sit down, boy. It's sit down, boy. They got the boy in the boy. Like woo.
you, Joe.
Oh, you ain't telling
Here
me
we
a
go.
I'm
goddamn
gonna make
thing.
whatever objections I want.
You can make your objections and keep
Here it comes.
quiet. See?
No,
But
I'm
don't be
not.
telling another lawyer to shut up.
Don't be
That
telling
ain't your
me to shut
goddamn
up.
job,
That's not
fat
your
boy.
job. Mr.
Fat
Garrett,
boy.
Now you got
As I said
time to
before,
answer
you
me?
have an
Hold on just a
incipient
second.
bad
What do you
mouth,
want
don't
to do
you?
about it, asshole?
Oh, I'd like to knock you on your
Wait a
head.
minute.
Come try it.
I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, shit.
Come over here and try it, you
Wait a minute.
dumb son of a bitch.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Just a second.
Come over here.
Hold it. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. No way. Hold on.
You can't call a witness that you're deposing, that you're asking questions of, you dumb son of a bitch. Like, you're not this. What? God.
Hold on just a second.
Associate of taking Mr. Garrett out in the hall to lecture him, I suppose. That doing this over our objection, we started this deposition, unable to get an answer from this man.
Oh God, it's so bad. All right. Next up, we got a deposition misconduct by attorney witness.
We are on the record at 9:16. Today is March 12, 2018. This is the video testimony of Robert Abrams, taking the matter of Justin Markovitz versus Jacob Gang.
I'm sorry. This is the full video. I don't want the full video. I just want the short clip. There it is. This is the 4-minute video.
950 appearing pro se.
Next, we're in Denver, Colorado, for the deposition of attorney Robert Abrams.
Wait a
Abrams'
minute.
firm
Oh
was
shit! It's fucking hell. It's A&E. They're gonna copyright strike me. Damn it! All right, we're gonna skip this one. I hate A&E now. Even though I've supported them in the past, I'm not getting copyright struck over one stupid video. So no, thank you. Let's go to Roger Stone. Sorry, I didn't see it was A&E, and I don't want to watch the whole thing. It's like 20 minutes long. It's
We're on the
quite
record.
boring. This is the Rage compilation video.
The video deposition of Roger Stone, taking the matter of Clayman versus Stone.
Seems extraordinarily petty to me. Can
Well,
we get started?
It's not petty, Mr. Stone.
Your time's not more valuable than mine. Can
you
we
have-
just go ahead?
You have little to no respect for court or judicial process, do you?
I'm well aware of that.
He's
You
a
learned the hard
lobbyist.
way, right?
Objection, not answering. I'm
Just
instructing
because
the
you're
witness
delusional
not-
does not mean that I have to be badgered by you.
Am I delusional that you were convicted of 7 counts?
I'm not
Not
going to answer that
answering.
question.
Go ahead.
You're going to wind up getting sanctioned, Mr. Bichon.
No, you're going to
Okay.
wind up getting sanctioned,
This
Mr.
doesn't-
Clayman,
this-
like you are in DC. So let's go.
Let's not do that.
Why not?
Continue.
Not going to be badgered by this
You're not
asshole.
badgered.
Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
So this guy seems to be a little unhinged. Roger Stone has been convicted at this point. This is the February 12th, 2020 deposition, so it's post-conviction. But like again, all this rage is I don't know. It seems to be well placed at this juncture. I guess let's see how it, because we're only getting bits and clips. This is the rage compilation. This is not the full depo, so we don't have the full context. But I mean, watching the full video, I don't even see a point in that. So that's why I'm watching the clips.
Do you know whether they remove documents?
I think it's boring,
be
honestly,
produced?
for you guys.
I
I'm
don't
trying
think
to
they
make
would
this
do that. It would
entertaining.
be unethical.
But you don't know one way or the other.
Either do you.
Well, we'll find out. That's why I'm
Maybe.
asking questions.
This is just a waste
Ask
of
your
time.
next question.
That's a legitimate question.
Okay. Well, I disagree. I'm instructing.
Also,
you
my
not to
questions
answer.
about telling the truth are quite relevant in light of the history of this defense.
You've got your own problems in that regard, don't you?
So
Oh,
you're not.
I'm instructing.
Yeah. All right, you're going to wind up getting yourself sanctioned, Mr. Bichelle.
No, you're going to get
Okay.
yourself sanctioned, Mr.
Yeah.
Clayman,
All right.
as you have
No.
been in DC, as I recall.
So you just gleaned that out.
Is it just me, or does he sound a little bit like Donald Trump?
Out of the cosmos?
You know how politics work.
Objection
People
of form.
talk, particularly about something like that.
Well, who talked?
What were the circumstances
Who
that you're
talked?
leaving? How would you
Who
get?
talked?
Why would you leave an organization that you founded?
Who talked?
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
No, I don't.
You're lying, aren't you, Mr. Stone?
Objection
No, you're
of
lying, aren't
form.
you,
You're a
Mr.
convicted
Clayman?
liar, aren't you?
Stop.
And you're about to be ousted from the bar.
Stop. Let's take a break. Good time for a break.
Have fun molesting your own children, Larry. I read the court decision.
You read that?
Holy fuck. This depo is unhinged. Holy mother of God.
That, huh?
Yeah, I did.
You didn't read anything else.
Fuck you.
It's not a personal attack to say I've never won a court case in my life.
That was my impression at the time.
It's
I
not.
believed it at the time I said it.
It's not a personal attack to say that my IQ is less than 70.
It was
It's
my
essentially
that was my opinion at the time.
a moron and a retard.
I didn't. Those words are not there.
Okay, moron's here though, isn't it?
Yes, it is indeed.
Okay. So you're also referring to me, weren't you, in this statement?
Wild conjecture on your part.
I was lawyer,
Wild conjecture on your part. Where's the word lawyer?
and you're suggesting I help him lie, correct?
Where does it say that?
That's a phrase that's used with
But
lawyers.
where does it say that? It doesn't say that. You're putting words in my
Well,
mouth.
do
You're not that clever.
do some research on defamation by implication.
Good luck.
Apparently, you've
Good
done
luck.
a lot of research, but won't testify truthfully. to
Good
it.
luck.
Listen,
And in fact, this is exactly
There is just like so much anger inside this man. I don't know. I mean, I understand some of these things he may have said. They're alleging he said them. Maybe he said them. Maybe he didn't say them. Maybe he said them about this person. Maybe he said them about that person. It's kind of like Lil Wayne, you know, in the video that I did previously, where he was like, he can't save you. And then the lawyer's like, is that a threat? And Lil Wayne's like, I was talking to myself. No, he wasn't. But it's cute, right?
why you recruited Cassandra Fairbanks to go on Newsmax and defame Dr. Corsi.
Categorically false, and for which you have no evidence whatsoever. Wild conjecture
But
on
in fact,
your part.
that statement
But
is
just answer the question, man. Like, you don't need to go into all of this. Just say like, no. No. No is an answer. No is a complete answer. No can be a whole paragraph. No. That's a paragraph. That's a whole page. It's also a sentence. It's also a word. It has a lot of meaning. When you start going into the you have no evidence of any of that, like you're just being a bully at that point. There's no need to go this far as a witness.
markedly similar to what Cassandra Fairbanks said on InfoWars.
Then that might be, if that's true, and just because you say it doesn't make it true, that would be a coincidence.
And if,
Since I never instructed Cassandra Fairbanks to do anything.
and in fact, you worked with your friend, John Cardillo, to set me up to go on InfoWars to have Cassandra Fairbanks appear and defame my client.
I'd say
Jerome
that
Corsi.
earlier you called me paranoid. I'd say you're the one that's paranoid because that is entirely false.
Does 2 and 2 equal 4, Mr. Stone?
As far as I know, it does.
The bears live in the woods?
Do you have any proof, evidence, real evidence? Not just wild conjecture, evidence.
It's called circumstantial evidence. At
No,
this
you don't
point.
even have circumstantial evidence. You have a recording. You have some proof that I spoke to Cassandra Fairbanks about this? You have nothing. In fact, most of your complaints have nothing. They're just wild conjecture.
Everything about you is conjecture, right?
No, everything about you is
Objection to
conjecture.
form.
Okay.
It's your reputation.
Was that-
You sue at the drop of a hat.
Like I don't understand why his teeth. Notice like when he's talking, it seems like his teeth have this permanent clench about them. And we're like, Jesus Christ! Like, do you know how to like unclench your teeth so you can like people can hear you speak without you? Like there's so much anger, just anger inside this man. It's unbelievable, you know.
But where's your evidence?
Was that your defense in your criminal prosecution?
We're not discussing that, and you know it.
Were you a source?
No, but I assume
I
that's
guess-
what you want to ask her
If you
about.
weren't a source, then I guess I can ask her about
You
it.
can ask her, but she does not have to answer any questions regarding her sources, whether they're me or not.
What you're saying is you were a source to the media
I've never
during
said
the
any-
prosecution.
False, categorically false. God, you are an asshole. You really are a jerk. Go ahead. Continue.
Next question. Let's go.
2 and 2 equals 4, doesn't it?
You have
Oh
not.
my God.
Is that insane?
That's
No,
the
wild,
dumbest-
wild.
Is that insane?
Proof, evidence, Larry.
Is that
Evidence,
insane?
proof, Larry. Evidence, proof, evidence. Not guessing on your part with nothing. You have nothing. This proves nothing.
That's what you told Mueller, right? You have nothing. That's what your clients argued at the trial.
I'm not going to discuss the criminal case. If you want to keep insulting me, this will be over.
I'm
You
not
can run back
I'm
to the
not
judge like a
insulting you.
little bitch.
I'm doing what?
If you want to keep insulting me, I will just end this and you go running back to the judge.
Did you just
Okay.
call me a bitch?
You're acting like one. You're acting like one.
Oh,
You don't
ask
have anything,
another
my friend. You got nothing. You have a wild guess.
Notice how he takes a step back right there. First, he calls him a bitch. Then he's like, "Wait, did you just call me a bitch?" Yeah, because you're acting like a little bitch. You've got nothing, my friend. Like he's trying to keep like a balance here. I see what he's doing. He's a very, very clever man. He kind of punches you in the face, knocks you on the ground, and then when you're laying on the ground, he's like, all right, let me try and help you up. Like, dude, pick a side. But man, it's smart. I'm not gonna lie. That's a smart move. That's a smart way of going about it. It definitely kind of keeps it in the balance that way. But it's just so rude.
Yes. If you have some evidence that I communicated with Ruddy or Cardillo or Clemente or Cassandra, produce it. You got nothing. You're not going to get anything by
Well, I
interviewing them
certainly
because
can't
it's
produce
not
it if
true.
you've withheld it, can I?
I haven't withheld it. You proof I withheld it, do that. But you don't have to do that either.
Oh, we'll look for it. Don't
You can
worry.
look for it all you fucking want. You'll find nothing.
Ask a question.
This is just, it reaches a point of absurdity.
Mr. Stone, a few minutes.
By the way, notice how the way that he's talking, he's not saying that nothing exists. His choice of words is giving him away. You will find nothing. Not that it didn't happen. Did anybody catch that? If you look, is what he's saying, you are going to find nothing. Not that nothing exists. It's kind of like giving the illusion that it happened. Oh yes, it happened. But you won't find any proof of it because we never like memorialized it in any way. It's like when the Kristen Smart murder trial started and they played the tape of the grandma, or I'm sorry, it was the mom talking to her son, Paul. Susan Flores was talking to Paul Flores, and she's like, we need to poke holes in that story made by that podcaster. Innocent people don't talk like that. Innocent people don't talk about poking holes in evidence. Innocent people say, he is spreading falsehoods and we need to get this guy. Lawyer up, not we need to lawyer up and poke holes in his story. Same thing here. You won't find anything. Not that it didn't happen, but you won't find it because it doesn't exist. We made sure of that when we maybe did what we did. I don't know. I wasn't there. It's just choice of words. Pay attention to people's choice of words.
Minutes ago, you called me a bitch.
I said you're acting like a
Now,
bitch.
what is a bitch, according to you?
What's the point of that?
I'm
Can
not
we
gonna
just
answer
ask?
that.
No, I want to know. I know what he meant.
I'm not going to answer the question.
Come on.
Ask a serious question.
Mr.
I'll
Clayman,
answer it.
ask a question. Let's
Yeah. That's
You sit
I
there and
agree
make
with.
attacks on me, and when I respond, you don't like it.
Well, what is bitch? I'm entitled to know what you meant by
You're acting
bitch.
like a bitch.
Come on.
What is a bitch?
Stop.
You don't know?
Stop.
You're
For the love
unfamiliar
of
with the term?
God.
Is that someone who's gay?
Stop.
No, it is not.
Stop.
It's not. It is not a slur of
Okay,
any
wait.
kind.
Whoa. What the fuck, man? First, you launch into a completely irrelevant line of questioning, and then you're trying to equate two completely irrelevant words to make him look worse so that you can use that later in the media. Roger Stone called me gay. No, he called you, you're acting like a bitch. He didn't call you a bitch. He didn't call you gay. He didn't call you homosexual. I did not hear any of that, at least in the excerpt there were. He's trying to equate being called a bitch to someone who is gay? What the fuck? No. Just no. Stop it.
Fine.
It's not fun.
Like the witness is doing a terrible job of like maintaining his cool. At least try to balance it out as the lawyer. Don't stop being such a bitch. Like seriously, this one I agree with Roger Stone on. Stop acting like a fucking bitch. Just own up to it. Like I have no other way of saying it. I agree. I totally agree. Oh my God.
No, I'm not aware of that. I'm not aware of that. But
Why
I
didn't
don't.
you ask questions like who was on the committee? These are leading, assuming facts.
You can
not
ask your
evidence.
questions. Have fun.
Believe me, we will.
At the end, have
Believe
fun.
me, we will.
Have fun. Have fun.
All right.
We'll need 3 or 4
I
days.
look forward to having you there.
Yeah, me too.
If you're not in prison at that time.
If you're not disbarred by then.
Trying to get
All
to
right,
the
I'm
guy,
sorry.
but
I like my odds better than yours.
so,
After you were sued for tortiously interfering with news.
Jesus
Do you have a
Christ,
contract with them?
this is a mess.
Do you have an
This is 2
obligation
years
to put
ago.
you on the
Let
air?
me- let
Do you
me
have
get-
some God-given right to be on the air whenever you want to be? I'm unaware of that.
I'm asking the question.
2020.
No, I'll ask the
Are you-
question. I'll say anything I like, Larry.
I know you will. I know
I
you
will.
will. I know you will.
Jackass.
Yes, I told you it's on appeal.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Okay. Well, you may need to take an appeal.
I may.
Why is it zooming in on his face? Why does he have this nervous tick?
You've appeared and you've spoken at Republican
Yes, I
Party
have.
events. Have you not?
I speak for the party whenever they ask, or for the various Trump groups whenever they ask, and I do so for free.
And who has arranged for those speeches?
They usually contact me directly.
Is
What
that-
are the names of
I
persons?
wonder if it's like the result of just pure rage or is it drugs? Because like, having like these like nervous tics, sometimes it's medical, not medicinal, excuse me. Sometimes it's medical, sometimes it's drugs, sometimes it's like a medical issue, sometimes it's something that you ingested, sometimes it's just like, with old age, we all get like these little tics that some people can't get rid of because they've been doing it for so long, like maybe like blinking a lot. Sometimes it's an involuntary response. I don't, yeah, like think, yes, Vicky, yes, like Dr. Spiegel, remember the chin with Dr. Spiegel? Yeah, kind of like that.
Relevance?
Who? Well,
I don't recall.
You may have spoken to them about these various matters.
But I didn't. If you have some evidence that I did, say their name. You say their name.
No, I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking you.
Just give me the names of the people that invited you to speak. Did you just say to fuck me?
I did.
I also didn't mention that I won a judgment against Judicial Watch for defaming me.
I've not seen any such thing.
I think it's men like this that feel like they're so protected and impervious to pretty much anything that he's like, I can literally say and do whatever, and my friends will protect me. It's being part of the big boys club. I think George Carlin alluded to this very well. He said, it's a big club and you're not in it. And by the way, it's the same big club that they use to beat you over the head when they tell you what to think, what to buy, and what to what to use, what to think, and what to buy, I think is what he said. May you rest in peace. Love you, George.
Well, you can go back on the internet and figure that one out.
He's not even a lawyer and he's kicking your ass.
Well, I'm glad that you're so supportive of Tom Fitton.
I think he does an excellent
Apparently,
job.
he's supportive of you.
He's entitled to that. It's called the First
Right.
Amendment.
Right.
You may not be familiar
You're
with
aware that Fitton's testified that I never was ousted from Judicial Watch because of a sexual
it.
harassment.
No, I
complaint.
don't. Not aware of that.
Okay, well, perhaps you will become that in the course of this case.
I doubt this case will get very far because it's a conspiracy theory based on no evidence.
Conspiracies happen, don't they, Mr. Stone?
They do, but in this case, it's a fantasy.
Can you
on
ask
your
a
part.
question that's relevant
delusional.
to your
You're
law?
Wait, hold on. Conspiracy theory and conspiracy are two completely different things. Conspiracy theory is like this far-fetched, okay, you know what? I think Joe Biden has aliens living inside of his head and they're manipulating and pulling the cords, and it's not really just a bunch of lizards. Like, that's a conspiracy theory, right? A conspiracy is when several people get together and decide to commit a crime. Like, they all agree, like, hey, how about we do this? And it's all illegal, and they're all in conspiracy together.
Delusional.
Are you saying I'm
Conspiring.
unstable?
That's not what I said. I said you're delusional.
Stop. Ask a question a lawyer would ask, please.
I am a lawyer.
You could fool me.
You haven't shown a lack of judgment with regard to your
Not
conviction.
compared to you.
Listen, that comment is not a
Not
question.
compared to you.
And not a question.
How come you can't practice in the Southern District? Why won't they let you practice there if you're Mr. Ethical?
I can practice in Southern District.
Stop.
Only if you attach the judge's order.
I have a case right now. When you worked for me as a consultant, but you had a fiduciary duty to keep what I told you confidential.
And you have no evidence that I did not do so.
Objection of
None whatsoever.
And there's no
It's a fishing
basis,
expedition.
no basis for a fiduciary duty.
Oh, God.
What are you, the judge?
You didn't pay me a dime. You owed me money, as a matter of fact.
And your staff left with equipment that I paid for, correct?
Prove it.
Stop.
Prove it. Prove it. No one believes you. You have no credibility.
So all documents in support of your lawsuit.
By the way, how is InfoWars involved in all of this? I remember in the beginning of the deposition, they kind of alluded to InfoWars. How is Alex Jones from InfoWars related to this? Does anybody know?
He found yesterday.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll litigate it in court.
Excellent. You can lose again.
So you just put something in front of the
Look,
witness.
don't get argumentative with me. You're gonna have a chance to cross-examine Mr. Bouchel.
Yes, indeed. We're looking forward to that.
Yes.
Oh, great question. Never Been Gamer. How has he become like this? He wasn't born like it. I am very convinced that this is just a syndrome of being very, very wealthy, very connected, very powerful, and knowing that your good old boys club's always got your back. That's that syndrome. My boys got me no matter what. We have each other's back. We protect each other. We are safe from assholes like you, lawyer. That's why he's acting like this. He definitely was not born this way. If this deposition had occurred, let's say 30 years ago, maybe he would be completely different. He probably would have acted in a more sophisticated, more calm, more scared, worried, worrisome demeanor. He will not be acting so cocky and flamboyant and you got nothing. Like, this is all conspiracy. You're a little bitch. Like, this is all conjecture. You have no evidence. Because he is certain that whatever has been done has no trail. If it has been done.
I'll be there.
I hope so.
Many questions for you.
I hope so. Yeah, you may be in prison by then, but maybe
You'll be
they'll let you out.
you'll be disbarred by
All
then.
right. Mr. Clayman.
The clock's ticking
Mr.
faster on
Clayman.
you than me, pal. I'm not
Tell
going to
me
read your
whether anything's
biography.
inaccurate.
I'm not going to read your biography and all of your asinine claims because you're an egomaniac. I'm just not going to do that.
All right.
If you have a specific question,
Sir,
pose it.
we'll go to the court about it.
I agree. Let's go to the court. I want to do that. Your reputation here is well known. Well known.
Good God.
I'm asking you, you can take your time, go through it paragraph by paragraph.
I'm saying
Tell
I'm
me if
not-
anything's inaccurate.
I'm not going to do that. as
We
I just said.
went through this yesterday.
We
Mr.
didn't go,
Clayman.
I didn't ask it that
He
way.
likes to hear his biography. It makes him feel important.
Okay, that's funny.
Yes, please do. I'd like to speak to the judge myself about this
Better do it quick.
before you're disbarred.
Stop. Mr. Clayman.
No further
stop.
questions. This deposition is concluded for now, subject to my going back and moving the court to produce all the documents that we requested.
Subject to your still being admitted to the bar. Please note that for the record.
Oh, no, let me have the last word. Oh, God. that was something. All right, we have one more for you guys. We got one more. This one is titled Most Interesting Deposition Ever and Most Interesting Witness Ever. I have never seen this, much like the Roger Stone one, so I have no idea what we're up against.
Please introduce themselves and state their affiliations for the record.
Tony Busby for the injured worker. Introduce yourself to us, please.
It's a worker.
Name's Wendell McMillan.
Oh, so this is a workman's comp claim, a workman's comp case.
I understand you're from Texas.
Yeah.
And
Another
have
Texas
you lived
one.
in Texas your whole life?
All 52 years.
So you were a barge foreman for Biso Marine in 2010,
Yes, sir.
and was that the only year you had ever been a barge foreman?
Yes, sir.
And you're no longer a barge foreman?
They busted me back down. That's right, sir.
What'd they bust you for?
When I cut my finger off.
What do you show me your finger? And they demoted you for that?
Yes, sir.
Help me understand that.
I don't know. I can't explain it. That's all they told me.
So there was an
Okay.
accident, obviously.
Okay, so
Your
hold on.
finger-
So he is a barge worker. There was an accident. He lost part of his finger and he was demoted. And he lives in Texas. Okay. So far, so good.
You got cut off, right?
Yes, sir.
And you got demoted.
Yes, sir.
What's a JSA, Mr. McMillan?
Job safety analysis.
Atlantis?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and tell me what it means.
It takes over the job steps for the job,
Okay,
safety wise.
you're supposed to talk through it,
Yes, sir.
and you're supposed to try to eliminate the hazards.
Yes, sir.
How do you go about doing that?
Filling out all the paperwork, all the proper, where it says many years hazards can happen, and how you eliminate it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Everybody signs
Job
off on it.
duties,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Did you ever look into that situation once you found out that a shackle had been dropped on somebody's head?
Yes, sir.
What'd you figure out? What'd you find out?
That it didn't happen.
Who said that? Who said it didn't happen?
From what my guys told me, it never happened.
Which ones told you that?
All the regulars.
Well, which ones? Who said that?
But I looked into it, but it didn't happen.
Well, who told you that?
Who told me that?
That's what I've
The
been
ones who
asking you
signed
for
that,
just
the
a
ones
second.
who signed that non-witness report. They was up there too.
Okay, just a second.
Wait a minute. Is he about to say, like, God told me this? I swear to God, I'm going to lose it if he says that.
Who specifically told you that the accident never happened?
Because Arnell was up there. He didn't drop nothing. I was supervising. That's how come I know it didn't happen. I was up there.
You were up on the helipad when the rigging was taking place?
Mm-hmm.
You were?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I helped rig it up.
You were help rigging it up,
Yes, sir.
and you didn't see anybody drop anything?
No, sir.
Did you see the guys down below?
I made sure there was nobody down there before I went up there. I was the last one up the stairs.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Which time are you talking about exactly?
When we rigged it up, when we started rigging it up, I sent them up to catch the rigging. And then I make sure everybody was out before I went up.
Where do you keep the shackles and shackle pins?
I take the shackle and the shackle pin out, and I put the sling in there. Then I put the shackle back in, and I pin it.
Have you ever dropped one of those before?
Not on purpose.
Well, not suggesting you did it on purpose. I'm just asking, sometimes those can be dropped, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, okay, hold on. I'm confused. So this guy, is the lawsuit because he got demoted? Because they're going into this line of questioning. I imagine the lawyer's trying to pin him as dishonest. So I'm waiting for that bomb to drop, but it hasn't dropped yet. That's what I'm waiting on.
And those things are heavy as a devil, aren't they?
No, sir.
Would you want to be hit on the head with one from 10 feet above?
No, sir.
Okay. It'd knock the devil out of you, wouldn't it? Assuming you got any devil in you, it would knock it out of you, wouldn't it?
They take a lot of knocking.
Assuming that you have any devil in you. This is so Texas, I swear to God.
You got that much in you?
I got plenty. It would be a 1 inch shackle. That's an 1.25 inches or 1 1/8 inch shackle pin.
Okay. So it's a little bit different,
A little bit smaller.
but just a small amount smaller.
About 1 inch, 1/4 inch.
Okay. 1/4 inch smaller.
Yeah.
You ever dropped one that's a 1/4 inch smaller?
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Slipped out my fingers, but it was over the side.
People make small mistakes, right?
Yes, sir.
That's why the sequencing of the job is so important, right?
Yes, sir.
You were relying on your welding foreman to make sure that he didn't put his people in there until y'all got done.
Yes, sir.
Do you know whether he sent those guys over there to cut before he was supposed to?
I don't remember.
Okay. So you believe he probably did, right?
I just don't remember.
Well, I know you don't remember, but you didn't send them over there to do it, did you?
No, sir.
The only other person it could be RC, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you being a common sense guy that tells the truth, know that that's what he did, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you found out he had done that, didn't you?
No, sir.
When did you find out he did it?
2 days later.
So you found out 2 days later that RC had jumped the gun, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
And that son of a gun was not supposed to send those men over there to do that cutting until you guys were done, right?
Yes, sir.
But he did anyway, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Don't give me the line.
I mean, did you talk to him
Wait,
and say, hey,
what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, this is taking a turn now. This is taking a turn. Don't get me to lie. Just answer the question. Why are you alluding to the fact that the lawyer is trying to get you to lie? He didn't ask you anything leading. It's starting to smell like he's hiding something. Like this witness has got something to say and he's afraid to say it. I'm a little lost. I think it's about to get heated.
hey, man, you know better than that. You put those men in jeopardy. Did you talk to him?
He never talked to me after that.
He just wouldn't even talk to you about it.
No, sir.
You were pretty well pissed, weren't you?
Pretty much.
I figured you were, because you knew that was really unsafe.
Yes, sir.
And that guy
Oh.
sent those two workers and put them in jeopardy, and you had no idea because there was no way for you to know it, didn't that?
Oh my God. Okay, so he's the supervisor and he put people's lives at risk? That's why he got demoted. There's an ulterior reason. There's an alternative reason why he got demoted. It's because he did his job poorly. Oh, now that makes complete sense. Okay. That makes complete sense. So his argument is I got demoted because I lost my finger, which is not a good reason to get demoted, unless the defense lawyer can show that, no, you got demoted for a different reason because you didn't do your job well because you had an incident and you put people's lives at risk. Damn. Oh, damn. And the guy that got injured as a result of his negligence won't even talk to him anymore? Whew.
That right. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
Right. But you understand that job one is don't put your people in jeopardy.
Yes, sir.
But he did that anyway, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know who Ronnie Tooker is?
Oh, look at his body language. Look the last 30 minutes. So this is like it's sliced and diced. This is like 30 minutes in. Look at his body language. He's just like, oh shit. If I've ever seen that gesture, it means like I'm in trouble. Like, oh boy, he's got me on the ropes. Let's see what happens.
He was the bars clerk at that time.
Where is he now?
I have no idea.
He gone?
He's been gone for a while.
Okay. Why did he leave? You know?
I think he said he was going to become a diver.
Yes, Sir Kutz.
Offshore diver?
Apparently it didn't work out.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. I don't discuss it.
You don't even talk about it.
I don't even talk to him or his cousin.
Or who's his cousin?
Jason Cave.
Okay. Does he work out there too?
He did.
He's gone as well.
Yes, sir.
What happened to him?
I have no idea.
They're just dropping like flies out there, aren't they?
Yes, sir.
Huh. How come y'all had so many accidents out there?
What do you mean?
Oh,
What I mean is, I'm looking
by the way,
at-
did you catch that? He's like, oh man, these people are like, he's trying to make friendly with the guy. They're just dropping like flies, aren't they? Oh yeah, by the way, why are you having so many accidents? What do you mean? Like he caught him off guard. That's such a brilliant lawyer tactic.
It's your daily progress report, and I see 11 people who had some sort of accident. Can
Damn.
you help me understand why?
Damn. 11 people had an accident under this guy's supervision. Why am I not surprised? Somebody said it in the chat. Like, I would not want to work under this guy. You know what? I fucking agree. I'm terrified of this man. He does not seem very worthy of like being a supervisor, a safety supervisor. This guy, really? Really? I mean, no offense to him, but I don't trust him. I don't trust him. He doesn't look like a trustworthy guy. I just by looking at him, nothing else. He just doesn't have that trustworthy face. Sorry, not sorry.
So many people getting hurt.
Well, what do you consider accidents?
I consider dropping a shackle pin 10 feet and knocking somebody on top of the head an accident. Do you agree with me?
Exactly,
Yes,
Raphael.
that would be an accident.
Okay.
But what else would you consider an accident?
I would consider a guy catching his finger in a winch where it gets cut off to be an accident.
Yes, sir.
Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what happened to each one of these people?
Most of them just scrapes.
Okay. What about Juan Mora? You know what happened to him, don't you?
Well, that's the one supposed to got knocked out of the shackle pin, but I don't remember
You don't remember what?
that he getting hit.
Because you didn't see it?
I didn't see it, and I didn't witness anything. I didn't fill out no paperwork.
Who dropped the pin?
I can't tell you. I don't remember.
Or was it you?
No, sir.
Which one of those other two dropped that pin?
And I don't remember.
So your testimony would be, it ain't my responsibility to do an investigation. That's your testimony.
I would be asking questions, but I won't get no straight answer out of them like they would.
Why is that? Why would you not get a straight answer out of them, but like they could?
Because I'm always around them. You never know when they're going to be kidding with you or not.
Or lying to you.
Yeah.
So you'd say, look, I wouldn't question them because I'm around them all the time. They'll lie to me.
Yeah.
That's how you feel.
That's how I would feel.
And you feel like those riggers would lie to you.
Yeah.
But they'd tell you, hey, I didn't drop a pin, but I really did. Right?
They might have.
Yeah. What I thought. So that's why your testimony, that's why you didn't do any investigation.
That's right.
When you told me it was.
So he came to me, he told me, or he lied to me, he didn't tell me, and then I didn't do an investigation because why the fuck would I? I'm only the safety supervisor. What?
Regas a while ago, you'd forgotten that it was really this Floyd Turner Jr.
They come and go. I can have a hard time keeping up with who I am sometimes.
I understand that completely. Luckily, you got a very unique look, so you can always remind yourself that you are Wendell McMillan.
I got to look at my passport to make sure.
You're awesome.
You are awesome.
Where happened to that finger? Did you ever recover it?
Yeah.
I
just told them to leave it at the hospital. I didn't need it.
Oh, okay.
They couldn't sew it back on, so why should I carry it around my neck?
I don't know. Hadn't thought about carrying it around your neck, but now that's an idea.
I love how this lawyer is really smart. Like, he's playing into this guy. He's just like, all right, I got this guy wrapped around my finger. And he's trying to like the best way to gain rapport with someone, by the way, even if their idea is totally far-fetched, totally stupid and crazy, and you are trying to like build rapport with them, all you have to do is agree with them. Like, what would you do with it? I don't know. We'll put it around my neck and wear it as a necklace. Man, I haven't thought of that. That's actually a really good idea. Then ask them the next question. It's like, man, this guy's my buddy. And they'll fucking tell you anything. Anything. Even if it's hurting their case. Because they feel like you're their friend. You would never, a friend never asks a friend a damaging question. Very classic lawyer tactic. And he applied it brilliantly here several times. I really like this lawyer, by the way. Really, really great tactics. I see lawyer tactics flying all over the place.
Thrones?
No.
Yeah, as a guy got his hand cut off, they put it around his neck for a while.
See, there
it made me think of that.
Now they asked me if I wanted to throw them in, they can have it. You get somebody really needs it.
Did you ever ask him why?
What?
No.
Okay.
I'll be the first one he jumps all over.
He gets on your case pretty good?
Pretty regular.
Sorry, go ahead.
But I jump back at him.
You do?
I do.
Is that when your coffee level gets low?
Yeah.
That's when you can't even be stopped out there, can you?
Nope.
Okay. Anything else from this man? It's been a great pleasure to meet you. I hope you keep the rest of your fingers. You only got 9 left.
I got to keep them all.
All right.
I'm gonna retire with them.
hope
I just
you-
don't just didn't want that one.
All right.
That way they can't say that's my point finger. And I just tell them I'm gonna hit you with the nub.
Okay. All right, man. I'll pass the witness.
I have no questions.
Wow. Just absolute wow. That man is a hoot. Somebody suggested I do the full confrontational deposition of what's his name, Adams. It's an hour and a half long, you guys. I don't think I want to do that, honestly. Robert Adams's depo is an hour and 28 minutes long. No. I definitely have to get that shirt though, for real. Like, no joke. That shirt has to be mine. But no, I'm not doing the full depo, and I'm also not doing the short A&E video because they're going to copyright strike me. Because, by the way, while I was talking, guess what happened? The Lil Wayne depo got copyright struck. It's not like a copyright strike violation, but it's copyright content was claimed by TMZ. Of course, they're like, we're making money on it. We don't want you to make any money on it. Fuck you. Whatever. Do your thing, TMZ. But at the end of the day, that one was fun to do. That one was fun. This one was even more fun because it's got a bunch of stuff. But anyway, I'm just gonna stop the video right here. Thank you all for joining me on this Saturday afternoon stream. It's been a fun hour with you guys. I will be back probably sometime this week. Maybe do you guys want to see the Amber Heard deposition analysis? Because I can do it. I know at least one other law tuber did it. I can't remember who, but I'm happy to like dissect Amber Heard's deposition. I just if somebody else has already done it, like, I don't know if people are interested in me personally doing it. What do you guys say? Shout it out in the chat right now. Do you want me to still do it even though it's already been done? Because I don't want to do stuff that people are like, somebody's already done it. Like, we're not interested in watching somebody else do it. Do you guys want me to do the deposition analysis of Amber Heard? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So many people have already done it, Hannah. What are people thinking? I'm getting like 7 yeses. Like 8 yeses to every 2 no's. It's a 5-to-1 ratio of yeses to no's. So people are still voting for me to do it. Okay, I'll do it then. Not today. I might do a Twitter poll. But actually, it's a good idea. I'm going to do a Twitter poll. All right, you guys. See you in the next video. Thanks for joining me. Bye now. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And know that I love you and 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 you. And yes, you in the back too. And your dog and your cat. Take care of yourselves. All right.